Heyo, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? How are you feeling in general? It's Starlord here, and it's Friday, and we are playing some Diablo 2 Resurrected, leveling a Necromancer Summoner, continuing to level Necromancer Summoner. Long story short, sort of. We are starting back from where we have been last time, so not much has changed overall when it comes to where we are and what we are going to be doing. However, today we are going to make a lot of progress when it comes to how generally are we going to how deep are we going to go into Nightmare difficulty, because yes, we are on Nightmare difficulty on the Countess Tower right now, so not that much left from Act 1. And we are going to keep on going strong. I have some interesting gear waiting for me. By the way, comes to some interesting gear. Let me actually see. Nah, I'm gonna keep mine. So when it comes to interesting gear that I can use, like 1.5 level later, first of all, Arm of the King Leoric, then on level, yes, also this belt. Yes, also then on level 41 Mercenary gets Obedience, then I get Waterwalk and Homunculus, then I get to wear Trangul's gloves, and then on level 49 I'll get to wear Trangul's armor, which is going to increase the potential of my army of dead by a whole lot. And it will going to be something to look forward to. As if for now, our gear is as follows. So I got the Water Walk, I got this Spirit, I got this Preserved Head, which is actually decent stats for this thing. I am wearing Peasant's Crown, I got this Amulet, wearing Stealth, some random rings, and this random belt, and those random gloves. So not that much going for me, but as I said, like there is, because your army is always protecting you, it's like it doesn't really matter that your resistances is going to be lackluster unless we take into consideration AoE attacks and you randomly putting yourself in front of the enemies. The way the aggro system works in Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected is whoever is in the face of the enemy is going to be prioritized as the main target. If it's your character, it's your character. If it's your mercenary, he's going to be attacked first. If it's your pets, they are going to be attacked first. So yeah, simple but effective. Anyway, if you missed the previous part, you can rewatch it as a Twitch video on demand here on Twitch channel. But as if for now, enjoy the stream, enjoy the commentary, and let us begin by continuing onwards. First of all, going into I think I don't know, like Stony Field first to get some corpses, to raise some skeletons. I think so. Mercenary, come on. I just need more skeletons.
I can't use this yet.
Just need some more deliciously skeletons.
I can't use this yet.
To be completely honest, I'm looking forward to also getting some runes, though
I can't use this yet.
Most likely good runes aren't going to drop just randomly. They never did. Okay, I got my army of dead now. I want to go and find the tower and do the tower. And after the tower, go and find blacksmith, the Endario, all that kind of stuff. I have many ways to influence the outcome of the battle, but for the most part, those ways are quite obvious. Corpse explosion, and summoning and cursing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, speaking of something, actually, you don't need to forget that I have something like that to begin with. Off stream, I keep on doing some farming on Paladin and Sorceress. And to be completely honest, that farming, yeah, it brings some gear. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but something that is still useful, still strong, still powerful, still good. So yeah, even though not this gear, but some really, really good stuff. When it comes to beast gear, I'm still looking for that Stone of Jordan, I'm still looking for Shaco, I'm looking for Jarun to make the Enigma. I have expressed my deep dissatisfaction with the way how I view some Summoner's gameplay when he doesn't have a teleport. On the previous stream, you can hear me ranting about that particular aspect for quite an extended period of time, because this is obvious, the fact that I am ranting about it, because of the fact that it just goes to show how much of a troublesome thing this issue is when you have to take into consideration the fact that if you are, like, say for example, you want to stack that movement speed, yeah, you stack that movement speed, right? But stacking movement speed is actually worse. Because of the fact that, yeah, you move faster, but your pets, most of them never actually catch up. They catch up with you. This makes it extremely tedious for you and your for you to keep consistent damage on targets and to be able to. Should I put it? To be able to maintain your army alive. They just going to die not because they were killed, but because they were despawned because they couldn't catch up with you. This makes it extremely annoying. The fact that you have to take into consideration such annoying things. Is it the end of the world? I wouldn't really say that it is, but I wouldn't say that it is not unnoticeable either. I'd say that for the most part you will going to notice it, and that's going to be quite obvious.
I can't use this yet.
Also, the fact that you cannot immediately use Corpse Explosion on the target your on the targets you kill, because you have to wait for that delay till their body lands on the ground. Then only then after that can you do it. And yeah, yesterday, like, I've been trying to do some Hellbale runs. I seriously was disappointed by the fact how Hellbale runs feel when you do not have a teleport. Hellbale runs, it's not that the boss is difficult, it's just that the enemies, like the enemies are, like there are so many and they're so freaking annoying. The fact that they can corner you quite easily, the fact that they can do so much against you when it comes to like debuffing you, when it comes to not giving you room to maneuver. So yeah, I was doing that with a paladin, and also another problem that was quite prevalent was the fact that mercenary just dies there so fast. Also because of this particular curse that you see right now on the screen. This particular curse increases the overall, I believe, physical damage against you and your mercenary, you and your summons. It's just a very unpleasant thing. Mercenary, what are you doing there?
I can't use that. Thanks.
He was just staying there, losing HP for no reason. Anyway. At least he didn't die. And I got another wound. It's not like I will need a shield, but that's okay. At least they're giving me something.
Treasure hunting. Treasure finding. Yeah.
And a blue crystal sword, which I don't need. Well, genuinely speaking, I didn't need a lot of the gear that is being dropped here, because obviously, and that's the power of you having like other characters with whom you farmed before, so you're not exactly how should I put it, under the pressure of not having something to wear. And yes, a very good thing about the summoner is that you can oftentimes ignore the fact that you're going to lack resistances. Darkwood is not where I needed to go, okay. I'm gonna go the other way around. Come on, kill him. Point of the matter is, it's just due to how the aggro system works, which allows you to neglect, as a summoner, a vital key thing, which are resistances. Like, yeah, it has a drawback. You might might get obliterated. Actually, you will get obliterated if something is going to hit you, and you are going to be not exactly prepared for when that's going to happen. But I mean, outside of that, like if you keep the positioning and you aren't going to do stupid things which are going to result in you losing tons of HP just because of the fact that you did something stupid, you're good to go. I don't know why I'm raising those skeleton mages. So actually, to be completely honest, until you level up your re-summoning thing, I mean revive technique, they won't going to do that much damage. They're just there, but they're not really going to be that helpful. Just as a meat shield, yeah, sure, they will, but comes to everything else, not so much. Arm of the King Leoric is best in slots. Weapon for the Summoner Necromancer. For your main hand, Homunculus is also a best in slot thing for your offhand that you can use. Trangulus armor, the other armor that can and will compete against it is going to be, of course, the Enigma, because you are obliged to use a teleport. If you're not using a teleport, you're losing a tremendous amount of power. Not because it gives, it gives you something stat-wise, but because it is your only way to control your army. There is no other way to control your army. There is a teleport staff, but come on, Enigma is the thing that you would want to use for the majority of the time. It is unfortunate, but it is the way how things are working in this game. Either have Enigma or lose a lot of potential that you might have had if you had it. It's just sadly that Diablo 2 also has many issues being a predecessor to the whole playing as a summoner stuff.
Demons about it.
And it's kind of unfortunate. But I have spoken about it, so I'm not gonna repeat myself this stuff. And once again, I'm not clearing everything. I don't see the point in clearing everything. I'm not going to be that penalized by not meeting the level requirements. Because for the most part, I will going to meet the level requirement anyway. Can you... Oh, fuck. Damn. Can we, move? This is another problem. There is no such thing as...
I can't use this yet.
Pets bypassing through one another. Which is a huge problem. Because like you are going to have those instances where here's the door, here's the passage. Oh, they are all stuck there because this or that reason. Because they like models cannot stack on top of one another. Something that other action RPG games have, but this one doesn't. Because clearly, if you have played other action RPG games, and then you play Diablo 2, you will going to see that the gameplay of a summoner is not only lackluster, but it also outdated on the like on the surface, and not only on the surface, on so many levels. It is outdated. It has all of those flaws which were changed. Most of them were changed in other games, not in this one. Like say, for example, I want them to attack this particular elite shaman that revives small targets. How can I do that? Well, outside of the teleport, there is no way to influence that. There is no way to say, like, hey guys, attack this guy, don't attack the other guys. There is no target prio thing. Everyone attacks everything they want, and no one really cares about who is their priority target. No one really does. And the constantly disappearing army, which is another one of those. I wish I didn't have to deal with this mechanic. Because truth be told, in other action RPG games, like, pets also cannot catch up to you, but this doesn't make them disappear. They keep teleporting to you, and they don't disappear. They don't despawn just because they could not catch up. They don't. In here they do. But I have already said that this is a very pathetic way of saying that. Oh, you wanted to play as a summoner? Well, here you go. Get the Resurrected. Oh fuck. Oh my god, bullshit. I got stuck. I got stuck in there. Oh. First death of a character, I guess.
Hello.
This is fine, this is fine. All it takes now is to get back there. Well, hopefully to get back there.
I can't use this yet.
To be honest, considering...
I can't use this yet.
Although, nah, it should be fine. I'll let my mercenary tank or kill. Well, basically do something for me. So much for that thing. Because this is hardcore, not hardcore,
Not enough
softcore
mana.
difficulty, I don't really care as much over the fact that I die or not. There are no challenges that I'm trying to overcome here, or like not dying or anything. If I die fine. Come on. Come on. Give me back my body.
I am overburdened.
Stuff. Grab your body. I'm overburdened. You're over stupid. Not overburdened. Finally. Now I can go back, put some gold back. Gold that I don't need. Yeah, those instances are the instances I was talking about. When you put yourself in danger and then you get killed. Simply like that. Like there is nothing else.
Ah, the slow torture of caged starvation.
I don't remember which levels exactly had the waypoints. I know about the inner cloister. I think I know more places besides the inner cloister. Super healing. Super healing. I don't think that nowadays having no pet attack command button as a summoner is a good thing. I think that for the most part I would rather want to have that particular command versus having no such thing whatsoever. And I don't think that the teleport should be a cure to all diseases. Well, not actually a cure to all diseases. It's just to make your experience as a summoner less retarded. Here, have a cure, which is not exactly a cure. Like, instead of teleport being a cherry on top of a cake, it's literally the opposite. It's like you don't have it, and then your experience gets so much worse because of that. It shouldn't be like that. Teleport should be a thing that enhances the performance, not a thing that is absolutely needed for you to actually have some sort of performance to begin with. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna get to the waypoint first, and then I'm going to go and grab myself the beast weapon for the summoner. Good old beast weapon for the summoner, which is Leoric's hand. Hello to you too, and welcome. And just keep it going. No point in wasting time with those. I'll get my levels from loot packs and champion packs and bosses and stuff. Waypoint, finally. Although saying finally is like, it took me a while to get there. No, it actually didn't. It was quite fast. Yeah, level 36. There it is. No more spirit, but the arm of the King Leoric is totally okay. This one... okay. I can use that. This whole like regeneration of mana, increasing maximum mana, will going to make it so that's I later on going to switch Insight for the obedience on my mercenary, so that I don't have to worry about spamming curses while also maintaining high amount of mana. Okay, and the next one is level 41. Yeah, level 41 and level 42 are those thresholds. So one skill goes here. I can summon 10 skeleton warriors and 4 skeleton mages. Fair enough. More points into vitality, just to keep that HP going. Skeletal mage there. Okay. Okay, nice. Those skeletal mages again. For now, they aren't going to be doing that much. For now, they're just here to act as a meat shield for the most part.
A demonic presence here.
They still did not kill anyone. It was also because there wasn't a wait that it took so much time. And because they were blocked by the doorway. Of course. Quark's explosion is a great thing to equalize my damage and the damage that my pets are doing. Well, not sort of equalize, but to make it so that I will going to assist my army in the battle more efficiently outside of applying the curse. Catacombs level 2. Gotta find the waypoint. Chance to cast Bone Prison when I'm being attacked. Well, depends. This thing depends. Right now, it body blocked me inside of it. And again, without the teleport, no way out. Which is absolutely atrocious. Not something that you would wish to do to yourself when you are a fragile summoner being clocked with some heavy hitting melee enemies. Like say for example those Minotaurs in Act 5. That can decimate you quite easily. To be honest, you don't want to put yourself into danger to begin with, but sometimes it will going to happen. This will take a while. So let me bring them here. Fighting on their grounds. Andariel is next. I don't think that I want to remove this curse, although it will going to... It can most definitely ruin my day. Some of those bodies to be resurrected as revived pets. Hopefully they won't going to aggro the boss. Although versus Iron Maiden, Fire Spear. Let's do it like this. Iron Maiden is a very nice curse to have against bosses. Wait, I'm dying here. Killed herself, yes.
Back to the hell that spawned you, Andariel.
It's not like Armo the King Leoric actually did something extraordinary, because as I said, pluses to skills, the only thing it does is, for the most part, the entire thing that it does is increases attack, defense, HP, and chance to hit for your skeletons. Which again, I wish that it actually had a way to increase attack speed, to increase the cast speed, but no, it's as bare bones as it can get. You don't get much out of it.
Yes.
Sell, and sell, sell, again sell.
Yes.
Not gonna buy any more potions, because I'd rather collect the super potions versus buying small potions. And on to Act 2.
Good day.
Not in town.
Greeting.
I need to also put my teleportation staff. Wait. Put the teleportation staff on this button. Don't like the idea that you always have to, like, if you are playing on a gamepad, you always have to rebind. Rebind the teleport on your secondary weapon, which I think that it doesn't only, like, it's not only with the teleport, it's just with everything.
Who goes there?
It's with every skill that you might have on the secondary weapons. Okay, I think I need a Holy Freeze or Thorns. No, I don't need. Might can also be good. Actually, I want Might, I think. Damage 70%, although Holy Freeze is... Holy Freeze is good because it's an extra control against the enemies. Want that one. Plus there is a level 36 mercenary with Holy Freeze. Yeah.
put that to good use.
All of those effects
I'll
are
put that to good
stackable,
use. I'll put that
which is
to good
really,
use.
really, really good. You just stack control effects, one on top of another. Decrepify, plus the Holy Freeze, plus the Clay Golem. They are simply done. Ah, wonderful. They're all stuck there. Get in there! Well, it won't really going to work if he is going to be standing there. He's just standing there. Wonderful. I had hopes. Hopes that were denied. Also, Revive Monster doesn't really work with the gamepad as well, because when you are trying to revive, all the game does for you, it's auto-targets the thing that is still alive, and because of that you cannot use that. You need to wait till everything is going to be killed, and then use it. Awful. That's why one of the things that I would want them to do is to give this interface to the keyboard users. Please. It's not like it's impossible to do and requires something out of this world when it comes to like actions that needs to be done.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Yours level 2.
I can't use this yet.
And that's awful. It prevents my pets to attack the targets as well, because all of them are melee. Alright. Wonderful. So it's not even a win-win situation, it's a lose-lose situation, because if there would have been, like, if the range enemies, not range enemies, but range summons would actually not suck in this game, this would work, but because they suck, this is awful. With the experience accumulated over the years of playing various games, including action RPG games, a lot of things that you will going to see here will not going to make sense whatsoever. Like the fact that most melee classes don't have any sort of cleave attacks or AoE attacks, or what they have is not even remotely close to being good, and Summoner just has some outdated mechanics. such as disappearing minions, like despawning because they can't catch up. Also, your minions cannot stack one on top of another, so that all of them can actually be able to attack target and not being completely destroyed by the environment. And the fact that there is no manual way of ordering them to attack a certain target, and you just have to wait for them to start to attack the target you want. And the only way to change these some the only way to actually enhance your gameplay as a summoner is to have a teleport, preferably Enigma. I don't know, generally speaking, like, I understand why Enigma is so powerful, and that is tied directly towards the fact that, well, every other movement ability in this game just blows ass compared to a teleport, and most characters don't even have any sort of movement ability whatsoever. Like Necromancer is one of those. He doesn't even have anything that he can use as a movement ability. His class just doesn't have anything. That's why people like teleport, because everything else is just so bad. Find Redmond, get out of here. Here? No, it doesn't seem like it. He is not here. And maybe he is there. Yes, he is there.
I can't use this yet.
Need to get the army here. Get the army! Yeah, the stacking slow tank is really good. He's just doing one attack per 10 seconds or something like that.
What a waste of undead flesh.
Yeah, so far so good. The build is actually quite decent. It has that negative nuance tied to the fact that it's like the outdated mechanics of Diablo 2 makes it hard to appreciate playing as a summoner class in general.
Greetings.
But the build is overall good.
I can't do that here. How do I know?
Oh, you made...
I have...
Plus, it also allows you to not worry so much. Outdated. Yeah, that's easy to tell. First of all, having no pet attack command button. If you played modern action RPG games, you know exactly what I mean. Relying on AI in situations where you want to kill a specific target and not to wait until your pets were going to decide to attack the target you need to kill. Say, for example, there is an elite that you want to kill, but your pets were going to attack anyone but that person. Or the fact that if you outrun your pets, they will going to disappear entirely, not like in modern action RPG games where even if you outrun them, they don't disappear, they always teleport to you. Here, some of them teleport, some of them don't. Some of them will going to catch up to you, and some of them will going to despawn, and you have to resummon them. Plus, there is no such thing, like in Grim Dawn, for example, you can make so that your pets can stack one on top of another, so that they, like, if the corridor is small, most of your pets will still going to be able to attack, to get in there and attack the targets you want. In here, there is no such things. Like, there is no such thing as that. Like, if the corridor is for 2 people, only 2 people will going to fit in. The rest will just going to stay there. From that particular aspect comes the problem of the fact that environment is another thing that a summoner has to deal with more than other classes.
Thanks.
Such places like, again, that Arcane Sanctuary or that Maggot Slayer are pretty much impossible for a summoner for that specific reason. Those are all of those mentioned things, they were fixed in modern action RPG games. So it's not like it's impossible to compare something that later on was done better. That's why I'm calling those things outdated, those mechanics. Because it feels more like this is a handicap that is related to the fact that when the game was released, there was like, when the game was released, this was, I guess, like, okay, but nowadays when you see how other games manage to improve upon those aspects, you start to see those problems more. No, they aren't necessarily broken.
I can't.
They are most definitely not broken. It's just the way that the game was programmed to be. So If they would have been broken, this would be another story. Yeah, they are annoying, but not broken. Just that with time you play like after you play other action RPG games, you would spontaneously would want to see those more modern mechanics in those older games. Don't need to. No, it's not where I need to go. Also, that is where I need to go. And generally speaking about the fact that why such button like pet attack command would be, I'd say, extremely valuable. In a lot of cases where people think that well, Summoner Necromancer doesn't have like the fastest clear speed or something like that, or he doesn't have like the biggest damage. There is this particular thing called, like, because they don't always attack the same target, and they can't really stack upon one upon another, so most of them are just going to be standing there without doing anything, or everyone is going to attack random targets. Of course your damage is going to be spread out. Like, taking Grim Dawn as an example, if you don't use pet attack command button, your damage is going to start to become lackluster, because of the fact that, well, if your sources of damage, aka your summons, will going to spread out, naturally your overall damage is going to fall deeper and deeper down. It's not the fact that you don't have it, it's just the fact that all of your damage is being spread up between multiple targets. Because a summoner, like, his overall damage comes down to, like, not only debuffing your foes, but also your pets need to attack that particular target that you need to destroy. But if they will going to spread out, it will going to become harder for you to deal with that particular foe that you want to kill. Again, it's not the fact that the character or the build is lacking damage, it's the fact that how efficiently or inefficiently that damage is being dealt. So this is why when there are a lot of targets, you cannot manually select who is going to be the target that is going to be attacked by your army that, say, consists of 20 or something people. Of course, it will going to suffer a lot. Like, your damage is going to start dropping substantially. Because in Grim Dawn, the thing that, like, I remember that I was saying when I did my Summoner Conjurer overview, I specifically said, like, learn to use pet attack command button constantly, because you need it to make sure that your damage is not going to drop. And this same button also can be used for repositioning your army so that they will not going to stand in the area of attack range of some enemy. Some enemies, say enemy has dropped a pool of acid, so that they will not going to stand there and take the damage. You can just manually move them away from there. Here the same repositioning can be done, and mostly is being done by with the usage of teleportation staff like this, and that's mainly the way how you reposition them from point A to point B. Which is again something that forces you to, no matter what you're doing, you need to have that, absolutely need to have either Enigma or ATP staff, preferably Enigma. Preferably Enigma also because of the fact that you lose a lot of plus 2 skills if you switch to teleport staff. Say, for example, even right now, if I switch to TP staff, I will going to lose a couple of skeletons because of that, and I will going to lose a nice chunk of combat stats. It's not necessarily the end of the world, but still. yeah, sometimes there is a risk that you might accidentally teleport into a lot of enemies, which will go into... which there is a chance for them to kill you for that. But I mean, that same thing happens with sorcerers as well. Sometimes you might have a bad teleport. Sometimes the bad teleport happens and you just get killed. And sometimes you don't. If you are lucky with a long chance. Level 39. Yeah, the leveling process is quite fast till you get to level 80 or something.
Yes?
Identify. I already had this. Defense, dexterity. Nah. Although, this one's better. This one's just 3 to dexterity. This thing here, just to free some space in the cube.
Greetings.
Onwards. Onwards, my army. Wait, there. This is the wrong way. The other side, maybe? The other side and to the right. Most likely. No. And the left corner. Yes. Yes, it is. Our oasis. Interesting how I'm raising skeletons from bodies. Those swarm things. another beauty of a summoner is of course related to the fact that you don't really have to worry about resistances so much. If you keep yourself away from the threat, you don't need to worry about having lackluster resistances. Because your resistances got nothing to do with your pet's resistances. Their resistances is always like separate from you. But still, this doesn't mean that you need to entirely forget about increasing resistances on your character. Because that can and will backfire. If not immediately, then with time it will. It's just a good thing that there is such a chance to forget about those things. But we shouldn't really forget about them. Okay, now where is my favorite location? One of my favorite locations. This is Lost City. This is the next place where I will need to go to.
Can't use this yet.
Oh, the cave is in that direction. Just missed an entire passage. Okay, Maggot Slayer. This time I have a very decent way of dealing with this place.
Good to see you.
How may I help you?
It's a pricey way, but still. This way. Up this way. That's a circle. Nice.
It is an honor to serve you.
With the Hammerdin, I also been doing the same thing here. Just teleport, because it's not the most pleasant place to end up. And I find the target. That needs to be destroyed. Yes. Nice. Fantastic. One annoying place out of the list, at least on Nightmare difficulty.
Good evening.
I don't think I need that many mana potions, although I'll leave them for now. But in the future I will most definitely not going to need as many. No real rhyme or reason to carry so much mana potions when you barely even use them. .41 is the level that my mercenary needs for a better weapon, and 42 is the level that I need.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
For some better gear. So preferably, the more levels, the better it's going to be, until a certain point. It's like with the Hammerdin, where at some point it just stops caring about that experience bar, and I was just going there for the drops and not for the levels.
I can't use this yet.
Lost City had a waypoint, and I think I skipped it. Yeah, it had. I wonder if it's going to be on the upper... Yes, it is on the upper side of the map. No backtracking no excessive backtracking needed.
This place is as dark as a tomb.
Be way easier. There are going to be even more enemies, massive packs of enemies, because then the first explosion is going to be working twice as good than it is doing right now. Right now it's also good, but it will going to become better.
I can't use this yet.
But I mean, it's always... The beauty of it is that it's always going to be working just fine. Great. I ended up in the place I didn't want to end up.
How may I help you?
Good evening.
I mean, that also happens. Also happens.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
That was because I was trying
I can't use this yet.
to speedrun this place instead of taking my time.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. Use this yet.
was thinking I was running the right way because it was the long way. Well, denied. Going back. The usual. I again separated my army because of the bone prison. Alright. Sorry, skeletons. With 10% chance this is going to happen to you. There you go. It's fine. Price of reviving the mercenary on this level is not that high. Definitely not as high as on hell difficulty. On hell difficulty, you start to feel the value.
What a pity. I was beginning to enjoy the darkness.
The five.
It is an honor to serve you.
Got the staff.
Good day.
I think that both Holy Freeze and Might are actually good enough.
Yes?
Mercenary with Might and Mercenary with Holy Freeze. Holy Freeze for more control. Yeah, the control is really solid, as they
Can't do that here.
can barely attack because the freeze effects are just keep on stacking. Also, yeah, this place, as I said before, a summoner needs to remember that this place exists because of the blunderbuss. Those guys with clubs have this percent-based damage, crushing blow. It can be extremely helpful against bosses.
I can't use this yet.
Hey, they shattered him. Yeah.
I can't
What
use
a
this
pity.
yet.
If a thing is being shattered, you cannot revive from it. Oh wait, maybe that's the reason why you don't want to... Why you wouldn't really want to use the freezing merc with the freeze aura. I see. I see now. Because you lose the potential corpses. Time to pop them like balloons.
Can't use this yet.
There were like 2 or 3 elite packs. That's really nice. So good to see many elite packs once. Whoa. Probably should have used like more corpse explosion here, because I either way am going to just fast forward to the next location, so I don't really need to maintain
This is fantastic.
the biggest
I
amount
wish I had time to study this bizarre dimension.
of creatures. When I swap to teleport staff, I lose -1 melee skeleton and -2
Greetings.
range skeletons. Let's Spirit Shroud. I don't think that I had this one before. Plus to 1 skills is good. Enhance defense, replenish life. What does my mercenary have? Oh, he has lesser and weaker.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Okay, I'm gonna give him this thing for now. Light increases fire resist. More defense, sure. Even less resistances. Okay, fine.
Not in town.
Oh, I gotta level up. Sweet. Level 41. Is he level 41 as well? No, he's level 40, so he needs to wait 1 more level. And I need to wait for 1 more level as well for the Lord Traveler and for the Homunculus. Yes. Even more Necromancer skill level. Let's see if I'm actually going to finally be lucky when it comes to finding the exit from this place faster than before. That's the wrong way again. Yeah. Most definitely. But I mean, that's fine. That's still fine. Because the elite pack, we did not miss. Oh no, this is also not the place. That's kind of sad. 2 out of 4 pathways, and once again,
Hello.
wrong. Hard-hitting thing for the economy, this character. left one was the right one. But all the time I've been going the wrong way. Oh, I don't have enough money. Again. Well, it's not like gold is the issue in the long run. Most definitely it is not.
Good day.
Because farming gold it was never a huge problem. I need to find now a circle. Circle will going to bring me where I need to be. That's not a circle. What about here? No, not a circle. Anything here? That's a square. If I remember correctly, they don't really like. They're always the same. What is written on those things, like circle, square, and all that kind of stuff. The difference is which symbol do you need that particular time. It's pretty much the only difference. Underbust looking creatures. Those are underbusts. They look like them, but they are not them. I think we are in a pickle here. Enemies and summoners on both sides. Do this.
I can't use this yet.
Best thing is to just wait until some corpses appear and then to explode them all. Problem solved. Oh, even some more big guys. Resurrected for the upcoming fight against the Duriel. I think no extra preparations are needed. Just get in, kill him, and get out. My skeleton was 10 times more sturdy than the mercenary. I'm just gonna wait. Still frozen. One of the skeletal mages is a nice mage. That's why he's still frozen.
I can't carry anymore.
No, don't want that. We had that. Nah. Well, the fight was okay. My mercenary still died though.
Hello.
Sadly.
I came too late. Now, destruction is let loose upon the world once more.
Good evening.
Let's do it like this. I don't need that many mana potions, honestly. Honestly.
This is terrible.
You the
Alright. Act 2 is finished. Act 3 is next. Took me a while to kill that thing. But okay. It's still a job well done. Mercenary. Here.
I'll put that to good use.
Have this. I don't need his mana regen thing anymore. Can live without it. So I'm level 42 next, which means it would be good to grab with me this thing and that thing. War Traveler and a Homunculus. And then the next items would be level 45 and 49 respectively. A couple of Trangul's set equipment.
Jared. Not in town. My ship is your ship.
I'd say decent.
Good day. Welcome.
Most likely we're going to be able to beat this act as well on this stream.
You know.
They have no quests for me, so no need to talk with them. Dark Wanderer. Will I get Gidbin here on my first try? Or will it be just like a normal difficulty? Where I got my Gidbin on try number 3. I don't know, maybe it was a glitch of some sort, maybe it wasn't. Oh, I need strength 95 for that? Oof. Oof. I don't have that much. Fine. So now I can summon 11 melee skeletons, still 4 skeletal mages, and 6 revived monsters. Okay, fine. My mercenary right now has this obedience thing that also has a 40% chance of crushing blow, which is going to be extra helpful against fat bosses and monsters. Welcome to you too. I've been doing thus far pretty okay when it comes to getting through the nightmare difficulty. Already in Act 3, already with Homunculus and with the Armor of the Yorick King. Been thinking about like wearing War Traveler boots, but then that thing says I need 95 strength and I only have like 71, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use it now then. Gameplay didn't change as much. Yeah, I've got like, because I'm still kind of using the same, like, applying one curse, then curse explosion, then like, swap between those things. But generally speaking, like, it's more or less the same when it comes to how it was and how it is, how it was in the previous difficulty and how it is right now. So it didn't change as much. I get more items in general. Like, I have more items. And my pluses to skills are kinda over the top when it comes to plus to summoning skeletons and pluses to skeletal mastery, although I wouldn't say I see like some kind of huge power spike or anything when it comes to those pluses. Defense-wise, they are all outstanding. Like, the skeletons live long enough. They even outlive the mercenary, which is wonderful. Actually, I want to check on something. So he has like 517 HP. They have almost the same HP as he does. 50 HP higher. But I wouldn't call that big of a difference. Although I'm pretty sure that there are some other specific things that matter in that particular instance. Where's my thing that I need to find? I need to find that small jade figurine. And it drops from an elite pack of small enemies. No, here is a jade figurine. Okay, let's So it drops randomly. Let's see. So this time it actually dropped off a spider. Lo and behold, spider stole a jade figurine. Sometimes when you enter such layers on the minimap, it for some reason I'm not going to... I'm not going to show you that you actually... Like, you cannot see the place from where you entered. It's like... It's not being drawn properly, so there is like a hole. Where you entered into the place, there is a hole. Something tells me it's like a game bug, but I've been seeing this game bug for pretty substantial amount of time. I've seen it on Paladin. I've seen it sometime when I was fighting, like when I was farming as on a sorceress, and I'm seeing it now.
Good day.
To fix it, you need to kind of run into that passage. This way it will going to appear on the map. It will going to draw on the map. I would understand if the same procedure had to be done with like all dungeons, but it isn't. Spider Cavern and Player Jungle, okay. Because in some dungeons you enter and you immediately see the way you entered, and in some you enter and you just cannot see it.
I can't use this yet. I need help.
Yeah, well, my mana drops if I spam skills now, but it doesn't really matter because I finally found a reason to use mana potions. Oh. No. This is why I don't like this. Like, I know this spell's supposed to be helpful. As a summoner Necromancer, you don't really want to cage yourself inside this cage. You don't want to cage yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Because what good does caging yourself inside with enemies going to do to you, especially if you're a summoner, and your pets are going to be outside of the cage.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
So it's not even a win-win situation. Revive! Revive. What are you waiting for?
can't use this yet.
Can't use this yet. I still have not seen like whether or not there is actually point in summoning, reviving things that had this, that have curses or something like that. I have not seen revive monsters apply curses on enemies. Curses were using skills in. I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Spider's Cavern? Yes. Yes, it is. For some reason, it feels like I have this choice with the mercenary. If I want to, I can switch over to the one that was giving the might aura, and it's still going to be good enough. Because the slow as it is already, I think it's enough. I think that by going overboard on slow but going lesser on the damage of your pets was not the right idea. Because the 17% damage increase would be genuinely, I think, more potent in this situation. I also say this because sometimes the mercenary just cannot catch up with my army, and he is being stuck there, waiting. This is also one of the reasons why I think that giving him Might Aura, so that even if he is stuck, it ain't going to matter because he's still going to provide this aura to everyone. But Holy Freeze is just so good. When it comes to CC, how much it's influence. How much influence it has on the battlefield.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Huh? I think I had this one. Life stolen per hit. Replenishes life. Even more life steal. It's like I'm trying to get gear for the...
I can't use this yet.
life-stealing character in the future. Which I don't, but the game thinks I do. The thing that I will like about playing this character later on is I will going to have my revenge on Bale armies on hell difficulty. There are just so many enemies there. Jeez. Such a nuisance to try and farm that place yesterday. I was doing some runs with my paladin to get the essence from Bale.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Just resummon. Stop saying that you cannot use this yet. You can. Wait. Great mash. Did I accidentally miss Flair's jungle? I think I did. Oh shoot. Flare jungle is a small location. I think I missed it.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Or did I? Did I actually miss it? Let me take a look. No. Doesn't seem like it. And if I didn't...
I can't use this yet.
It's not like I get stuck and easily get lost in this place. Just that sometimes when I skip stuff, such as skipping locations and things like that, I tend to miss on some important places. Which doesn't end up looking so good when you miss on some quest items. I know that it's really not so important to complete all the quests, but I tend to complete everything that I can. Nice. They're shooting the same lightning. Sweet. My army is spread up so much.
I need mana.
Need mana. Finally he says that he needs mana. More vitality, I need more HP. It will be interesting to see whether or not I'm going to... By the time I get to level like 85 or something, will I have more HP than I had on my Paladin? I think I will. Just because on Paladin I was also leveling up. Dexterity and a lot of strength. Am I getting somewhere? Okay, good.
I can't use this yet.
I think that also puts more points into things like Decrepify and maybe Corpse Explosion is going to matter more because it doesn't cover that much of a distance right now. I missed waypoint in Great Marsh. Player jungle, there it is. Dun, 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 dun.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
So good that they don't, most of them here don't run away. They just pile on, which allows me to completely destroy them. Such a good thing. Waypoints. Sweet. Oh, I missed the waypoint in the previous location. Swampy pits. No. I'd rather avoid such places, as I don't really need to go there. Yeah, sure, an item might drop, but it's going to be a low-level one, which most likely I'm never going to even use. Plus, I would like to put some more points into Decrepify for the sake of increasing its duration. I think that is not really needed. The thing that you can do if you want to capitalize more on doing damage. But then again, you also have to understand that the game itself, I'm not going to tell you when it comes to Decrepify how much in terms of value do you get, so this information you can easily find on the surface of the internet. It's just that Decrepify also synergizes extremely well with mercenary, with your mercenary, as well as with your golem. because all of them provide slow, and the slow stacks, minus attack speed, minus movement speed, minus all sorts of speed.
I can't tell you.
This bone prison appears so random. Without any cats, it's just like, bam. There you go. Here's a bone prison. So random. This place is one of the spawn points for the swampy pit. Unfortunately, not the place where I needed to go.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Can I finally get to Gidmin? And I hope it will going to drop this time around. It's not like literally in the previous difficulty I didn't have the instance where it didn't drop. So most definitely I have already experienced the thing not dropping. Yay! It dropped. Good. Need to go inside. To the Flayer dungeon.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
This place they can rip me. There are plenty of shamans here. They can't do anything against my heads, but they can kill me.
I can't use this yet. I am overburdened.
Extra fast, aren't we?
I can't use this yet.
I don't remember. Then I need to go back in town to sell stuff. Don't remember waypoints. Lower crest. Okay, fine.
You...
don't know what to do with that armor, so I'm just gonna put it somewhere here. Okay. No problemo. I don't want to get in there. Come on, skeletons. You do your thing. It's satisfying that you can send your army to do the job for you and avoid being punished for lacking in resistances, lacking in other combat stats.
I can't use this.
So yeah, I would say it's still fine. Despite the disadvantages. Wait, there are 3 levels? Oh boy. I don't even know what's worse. TPing back into the town and running where I need to go. Or running backwards from level 3 all the way up. Literally no enemies here. How did that happen?
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
For such a huge place to have so little enemies. That's kinda strange. Eye and get out.
Hello. Now that
I would say that when it comes to quest rewards, a lot of quest rewards are...
Not in town.
well, they are certainly underwhelming. Certainly. As many of them are very powerful, some others are very questionable. Like, say for example, I got this ring for performing this, like completing the quest of finding the dagger. But to be completely honest, this particular ring is completely useless. And doesn't even have meaning. The same also one other quest, such as you defeat Nilatak, and the thing that you get for it is rename the item. Oh, wow. Certainly a valuable tip that makes 0 sense. So yeah, when it comes to quest rewards, sometimes I feel like I'm playing Witcher 3 all over again, where I do something really meaningful,
Can't use this yet.
but when it comes to rewards, I get completely robbed because the rewards are very pointless. There is like couple rewards, such as adding more sockets, such as a scroll for extra resistances, and such as like changing your weapon, like a piece of equipment, into yellow state. Those are one of the most meaningful stuff. Well, Alcor quest plus 20 HP regardless of what difficulty are you playing. It's like, okay, that's just completely min-maxing at this point. This quest doesn't really give you that much power, come to think of it. You just, yeah, it's good that it is like it. It's not really that interesting. So yeah, definitely when it comes to quests, a lot of quests are very poor when it comes to rewards. Lore-wise, they're pretty good, but reward-wise, I specifically mentioned Witcher 3 because of the fact that most of the Witcher 3 quests give you complete jack shit when it comes to rewards. It's like you spend 1 hour or so in that game, more than 1 hour of doing some quest on Skellige Islands, and what you get for it is some poo crap sword that's, by the time you were going to do it, it's already like pointless. Not to mention that craftable items there are way more powerful than any quest reward that you can get. Give me the quest for the book. Which, if I'm not mistaken, this quest is also useless when it comes to the reward that you get for it. In a lot of cases, player is going to do quests for acquiring those juicy rewards. Doesn't have a reward for that, or the reward is not worthy enough.
I can't use this
People
yet.
tend to just skip quests. Which, considering the fact that there aren't really that many quests in this particular game, they're interesting, sure. But they are lacking when it comes to rewards. A game that is also old that comes to mind when it comes to the game that had also some really good quests and some decent rewards for doing them. I would say Nox, and I would say what's it called? Darkstone. Also action RPG games with some very interesting quests. Darkstone was also interesting because a lot of the quests that you do there, you had to, in some of them, you had to use your brain, like solve some kind of riddles, all that kind of stuff. To defeat like a specific boss, you need to get this or that, acquire this, acquire that, go speak with this person or that person. So yeah, you were always on the move, so to speak, and you were most of the time using your head for doing the quests. And when it comes to Nox, this game was just funny to do, funny to get through, because the situations and the story of the game was really, really nice. Place that I'm looking for. I know that I need to go into the sewers. It's like case closed, we are going to the sewers, but outside of the sewers, still need to do a couple more things. Why does it take him so long to kill them? Here, let me help. That's all the help you get. Need more bodies to explode everything. Oh, that's because there were 2 packs of these. I see. And they were all huge in size. I really want to change my mercenary from the Holy Freeze aura into something better. The reason why I want to do that is because I don't think that, at least for this difficulty, it needs extra source of slowing effect. But we need extra source of damage.
I can't use this yet.
Nice. And I got the book. the quest complete. Yay! Yeah, like, see, as soon as I throw this thing, Decrepify, and there is a golem nearby, I don't need for the freeze form. It's like good and all, I see, like, I don't deny its power, I deny its value in the current conditions that I'm in. I hear that sound like some devices either like connecting and disconnecting. Weird. Oh. Now I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky because I didn't have to go through this entire thing just to get to the place where I needed to go. Nice. Thing that I personally, for what I personally like, games like D1, D2, at that time when I was playing them, were also entirely related to, and also Darkstone, related to the fact that there was this thing, such as when you start the game, other characters, there is a chance that you get like different map layout, and when it comes to the game like Darkstone, the thing that was really solid. By the way, take a look at this. On this map, again, it's the same glitch that I was talking about. Where on this map is the place from where I came? And why isn't it showing, why isn't it drawn on the map? It didn't disappear. It's not, it's just not on the map. How to make it appear on the map? Like this. I have zero idea why isn't this glitch fixed yet? Or why is it in the game to begin with? And no, it's a glitch, it's not a feature. But yeah, speaking about also the replayability of, say for example, a game like Diablo 2 and Darkstone. Darkstone, when you played, like there was a chance for you, if you replay the game again on the other difficulty or on another character, quests are going to be different for you. Like the quest line may differ depending on, like, you've played it once, you had this set of quests. Play it another time on another difficulty, on another character, there's a chance that you're going to get a different set of quests, a different map layout, even different bosses. Which, to be completely honest, this is really good for the replayability sake, because you don't just play things over and over again, repeating the same kind of stuff. There is always this sense of variety in the fact that you are doing something, which I really like. I tend to appreciate when the game is providing me with variety. Same D2, for example. Like, I personally well aware of that the end game in D2 is... Well, all you do in end game in D2 is making your life easier on other characters. The reason you farm, you don't... like, you can farm for those end game items to enhance the potential of your character, but the main sake of... like, and when it all comes down to is to just make the life easier for your old characters, other characters whom you're going to be playing with. Because if your character already does Ubers quite successfully, you don't really need to work your ass off just to make it so that he does it like 10 seconds faster than he does it right now, or has like 50 HP higher, so I need to farm like this, and that, and just increase that. Because in a game that lacks endgame content to begin with, min-maxing is, genuinely speaking, kind of makes it so that the min-maxing is starting to become useless. You don't get so much value out of min-maxing if you don't have places to test it. And not all the builds are capable of killing Ubers, for example, so... that goes without saying. Those who like min-maxing, yeah, sure, you can min-max. From my personal perspective, even though I am still like farming, I am farming just... my goal is get the Shaco, get the Enigma. Because as far as the game goes, the only movement ability that matters is the teleport. There is nothing that beats teleport. Every other movement ability just sucks. Completely and utterly. If you don't have teleport, you lose a lot, and this is why it was said on Reddit and other platforms that I have read, like, Enigma is a game-breaking thing. Yeah, sure, you finally start to become a sorceress on a non-sorceress character. It's like no one would have... it's the same as... like, why does everyone want Enigma? It's just because they want to be a sorceress that can do everything without infinity, without bothering themselves about enemies with resistances and all that kind of stuff. Everyone wants to be a freaking sorceress, because everyone else, even Paladin with his auras for movement speed and shield charge, just cannot compete with that. You just cannot. Later on, like even in Diablo 3, they provided various tools for movement, and they have made so that you don't spam teleport and just get away with it. Just spam the teleport because it's so good. Again, as I was saying, a teleport should be a cherry on top of the cake. It should not be the thing that, oh, you just simply, you need it on everyone. It's like saying, what would be the value of a barbarian in D2 if, say for example, there was an item that would allow you to cast the, what is it called, loot finding shout. Why would people then play Barbarian who needs buttloads of gear and time investment into actually making him useful if there was a shout that would do the same for him, like that would provide you with with a aura, not the aura, but a shout for food drop. Then the same sorceress would get that item, went into the pit, and started farming faster because she doesn't need Enigma and she has barbarian skill. So it's like this is the exact reason why people are so like they want that teleportation. They want it because you cannot farm fast if you don't move around fast. You cannot move around fast because most of the builds have no movement tools. They don't have, and those that have those movement tools are meaningless. Say for example, I played Paladin, I have Aura of Haste, and I have another tool such as Shield Charge. Does it make me on par on Sorceress, or on par if I had TP? No. Why? Because I bump into things when I'm using Shield Charge, and the hell difficulty will be constantly bumping into practically every single enemy that there is. You're going to occasionally just bump into them. Can I avoid terrain if I use Shield Charge? No. Can I fast forward kill Mephisto if I don't have my teleport? No. Am I going to suffer because of the fact that I didn't have thing to deal with the fact that when I'm running, I am, how should I put it? When I'm running, I'm losing my defense and block chance. And when I teleport, I don't. It's just so simple as that. Here are your problems of why a teleport is so goddamn powerful and why people want Enigma more than anything. Well, except for Zodvoon, but Zodvoon is for those extreme min-maxers. Which I personally don't I personally don't consider the possibility of the fact that I will going to be min-maxing so hard.
Impossible.
I just don't. I don't think that's it is needed. Yeah, it has meaning, but I won't do it. I don't want to do it.
I can't use this yet.
Okay. And I'm back to...
Hello. Good evening.
To the place where we are. We are almost finished with Act 3 on Nightmare. Just a little bit more, we'll be donezo.
Once the book has served its purpose, I shall delve into its secrets.
Oh yeah, this particular quest at least has a decent reward. You get a +5 to stats. Which is good enough. But is it like the greatest reward? Oh, not really. Two greatest rewards would probably be those that give you resistances and those that give you a chance of making sockets, and like not the chance, but making sockets into your equipment. 2 best quests reward that you can get. Everything else, unfortunately, doesn't even come close to that.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
That shattering effect. That shattering effect is so unfortunate. Because I cannot revive or resurrect something from them. Create a skeleton with a shattered body.
I need mana.
I think I'm going the wrong way. Always go to the left. Well, at least. When I was farming as a sorceress, I did that. Fuck, they hurt a lot. Little fellas do so much damage. But you know what's still funny is that they only do so much damage against the main character. They don't do even remotely close damage as they do to you. They don't hurt so much your mercenary. They definitely don't hurt as much your pets. I think the pets literally don't care about that. It feels so strange. It feels so strange how... Like, how the fuck did they even get so many resistances? As far as things where I was having minus resistances. I guess the items provided me with extra. Some extra. Okay. Fine. Gotta find the waypoint, first of all. Always finding a waypoint. And then comes everything else. Plus, when you're playing as a paladin, and say for example you're using Enigma, good thing that happens to you when you do this is that you don't lose your block chance. You don't have to swap from a shield and a weapon towards a teleport staff. This prevents you from losing that important block chance, which in many instances is actually the lifesaver. Where is the waypoint? I get it that there are a lot of enemies. Might I get the waypoint out of here? No, but I found the way to the boss. Nah, need to find the waypoint. Maybe I will need to farm him on night using this character. No, I actually won't need that. I just want the waypoint. Nothing.
I can't use this yet.
And nothing. I have this bad feeling that the waypoint is way over to the other side, and I'm just trying to find something that doesn't really exist here. Ho ho ho. Yeah, that's a very long stretch. I'll Mephisto on Nightmare. Let's see. Let's see how he is compared to Mephisto on normal. Against this character, of course. Because for Paladin it didn't matter whatsoever. Paladin, I just steamrolled everything.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
A council member. Aid me. Help me. Extra fast. Tasty as ever. Revive. I say revive. Come on. You know, I'm pressing revive and there are targets that I can revive.
I can't use this yet.
Interesting. Most certainly interesting. He's garbage. Can't even kill anyone. What the fuck? No, this is...
Good journey, Mephisto.
This is
My regards to the abyss.
impressive. All I can say is this is actually
I can't carry
impressive. The fact that he actually can't really do anything here. It's not like he wasn't trying, it's the fact that he was hitting, all the time he was hitting a skeleton. He was not even hitting the golem, he was hitting a skeleton, and he couldn't kill a skeleton. A skeleton is more than Mephisto. A skeleton is actually tankier than a mercenary. Another Biruza crossbow. Buriza, Biruza.
champion.
I already have that, so I don't going to keep another copy of it. Nah. This is actually good enough.
What do you need?
They still don't sell me super potions.
Good evening.
Magi. Improved missile damage.
But
Except again,
is
it doesn't really tell you in the percent base value. That's something you have to search for. I don't necessarily know why the games sometimes do it. When they literally like it says like improves, but it never says how much did it improve. And it's not like the person would want to know that info.
I can't use this yet. 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 I can't use this yet.
Oh my fucking god, that I can't use this yet. It literally reminds me of a playing MMORPGs, and every time like you have no mana or you have a cooldown, it will going to tell you, oh, I don't have enough mana, I don't have this, I don't have that. It keeps repeating. What is even more funny is that in Path of Exile 2 they for some reason decided to put this thing in there. I wonder how many people were going to keep listening to, oh, I can't do that, this skill is on recharge, I have cooldown, I can't perform that. This is... This is disturbing. Okay, now that the waypoint is not going to be here. Oh, it's really nice.
I can't use this yet.
My life. stop saying it. Well, if Mephisto didn't provide me problems, then most certainly Diablo will. Or won't. Where is my army? I want to kill them. Come on.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
His teleportation is so useless. It doesn't do anything. Teleport all you want, it won't going to help. It just won't. I think that much like in Grim Dawn, there are some affixes that are entirely pointless. I mean, they exist, but most of the time they are not doing anything.
I can't use this yet.
I should have ran to the left to begin with. Because the way out is going to be on the left side this time. Sometimes it's on the right side, sometimes it's on the left side. It's always different.
I can't use this yet.
Izual, show yourself. He's not here. Unfortunate.
I can't use this yet.
Also, he casts this bone freezing kind of randomly when it comes to like where exactly we're going to appear. Or he casts it on the person who did the damage to him when that thing procced. This also can happen. Where is Easy? Easy, wow. Where are you? find him. Last time I found him so fast. This time I'm just running around aimlessly. I don't see him. I found a way out, but I still don't see him. Oh, there he is. Ow. No one is attacking him. I like that. Everyone is ignoring the boss. This is what I was saying when I was speaking about when I was saying that this game needs a pet attack command button. It needs a pet attack command button. Because I don't believe that anyone in his right mind will going to find the fact that you have to rely on oftentimes
Iswal was weak.
obnoxious
He
AI
squandered his infernal power.
that your pets have to do the job for you instead of doing the job yourself. Yes, it will going to make Necromancer Summoner more powerful. Yes. But so what? Because normally the only time when you would actually, could have relied on the AI for you to do the job when it comes to like killing stuff is when most of your things are like most of your summons were going to have AoE attacks, which is not about this game. This like all of the summons here do not have AoE damage. Like skeleton warriors don't have AoE damage. Skeleton mages, the same thing. Golem is just there for the slow. Honestly, Golem is here to slow stuff. It's not here to do much more than that. And B is when your army does so much damage where even if they're going to spread out, it will not going to matter whatsoever. Even if they spread out spread their damage, you're still going to kill things fast because the damage of your army is so much. It's so high that it just doesn't matter. And because of that gameplay, a lot of people, especially those who had not played this game before, but had played, say for example, other action RPGs, they will be immediately thrown away by this sort of gameplay. They will. It's just nothing you can do about that. when they had already seen those things being fixed in other games, how can you tell them that here it's okay? Personally, yes, I can deal with that while I'm playing it, but that doesn't mean that I am going to defend this system, saying something like, there's nothing wrong about it. I mean, there is. Hence, this is exactly why the system was changed over time. It's like saying that the skeletal, like, approving the fact that this system is okay is the same as saying that skeletal mages in this game are actually good when they are complete shit that scales so poorly that it hurts. I see absolutely no reason as towards why skeletal mages, like the issue of the fact that skeletal mages are so bad has never ever been addressed. Not in Lord of Destruction, not in original. Well, in D2R, okay, nothing when it comes to balance has been addressed whatsoever. That's okay, because that's an issue of the master, but they really thought that this was actually okay to have an entire category of summons to be entirely useless because of the fact that they have extremely poor scaling, and they are, like, the higher you go, the worse they become. I don't know. Or say, for example, another thing that doesn't make sense. If say, for example, pets are disappearing when you are outrunning them. They are despawning. This issue doesn't affect your mercenary whatsoever, or your golem. Your golem doesn't disappear. Your mercenary doesn't disappear. If he cannot catch up with you, he's always teleporting to you. Why, the more you have, the more pets you have, the more problems you have.
I can't use this yet.
quest never gave me anything good. Absolutely never. Never ever.
I can't use this yet. I am overburdened.
Okay, get my rewards. Congratulations. One into here. Okay, I maxed out. I maxed out summon skeletons and I maxed out skeleton mastery. Up next is going to be 1 second. I'm gonna pull up a screenshot from that guide that I was using. Corpse explosion. What? Corpse explosion. Instead of revive or decrepify. Only duration increases, huh? Radius does not increase. Okay, corpse explosion. Fine. At least here the radius increases, which is really good. So that you can explode everything at the same time. Oh. Already had those. I don't need them anymore. Wait, I don't even need to repair anything.
Hail to you, champion.
Then it's only Diablo now. Fine. Corpse explosion. The damage increases great, although the damage... Oh, the damage doesn't increase, the radius increases. Only the radius. Because the damage is already in percent base value of the enemy you kill with it. Enemy that you explode, and if the enemy is... The enemy has higher HP value, then he's going to explode even harder.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
And I still cannot use this yet. Wait, what am I... What am I doing? I have items waiting for me. Oh, fuck. No. I lack strength. No. Can I fix the strength issue? No, not right now. And how many do I need? 84. That's 3 levels. Dexterity, life. Shit. Oh, fuck. The guide was saying 70, but that I need like 70 strength. Here comes the problem. I don't have charms in me right now that provide me some strength, sufficient strength to deal with all of the equipment needed. Wait, I cannot explode them. I can only revive them, I cannot explode them.
I can't use this yet.
Well, inside of the sanctuary it's going to be easier because of the open space environment.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Okay.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
That's all fine on me. How about we fight fair turns?
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
I can't use this yet. Use this yet.
Not enough mana.
Strange. Don't see those mage warriors, guys.
I can't use this yet.
Oh, now I see them. They were just in a different place.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Then everything explodes. Nice. Nicely done.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Cannot really assist them if there are no corpses. With curses, yes. But outside of that, no. More closed environment. I see the power of the corpse explosion. Sadly, this power is being used to negate the fact that everything else barely hurts anything. know, still, nothing hurts me, which is obviously great. Yeah, everything is being debuffed nicely. Yes! We landed the debuff. Oh no, they don't even care if the debuff was landed or not. How about some more? How about an entire lead pack? Show me what you got. I find it genuinely interesting, the fact that this skill, just starting from level 1, is so much powerful. Just because base value of that percent damage base, 70 to 120% of the target's current HP, and because the targets are genuinely beefy, it does so much. Yes. Give me the ghosts. Ghosts are moving around fast. I think I'm gonna be using them. Maybe they can catch up with me and stop disappearing so random. But man, I wanted that armor. Sadly, right now it doesn't even matter because I can't even carry it. I need to leave some corpses intact. It's no good if I'm going to... Oh, another Manalt heal. And this crap. I already started figuring out what is crap and what is not. But I'm genuinely surprised that with levels, it seems like this particular curse does not increase in size. Which is somewhat strange. Because the other curses, this one increases in damage and that doesn't. This one increases in radius. This one doesn't. This one increases. Also, there are those that do not increase, and they will always going to have a small radius. Fine. Okay. What do we say?
Not even death can save you from me.
Okay. No. okay.
Lord Diablo, I have bested you.
It surely was not even remotely close to be considered difficult. Oh. This one's good. This one's poop. No. Well, Diablo was a total disappointment entirely. Quite honestly, it was a complete disappointment.
What do we need?
Strangely, if this is how things supposed to be, then okay. Yeah, so I need strength for the both armor and the boots, and I didn't even need those.
Not in town.
Summons with crushing blow that you get in the second act. Fine. Fair enough. If that's how the things are going to be, then so be it. Oh, I need to put a skill. Corpse explosion. More explosions.
If you...
And I mean, at this particular moment, I think that we are going to be stopping for today, for today's stream. So yeah, we started from the quest to defeat the Countess in the tower. Ended up going all the way to Act 5. When it comes to bosses, not even a single boss was actually providing any sort of issue when we were fighting them, which is surprising. I have not really expected that to happen. I was thinking that at least Diablo could have done something, but neither his lightning nor his fire did anything. Still going strong, still have some pieces of equipment need to be placed on this character. Primarily, of course, Triangle's armor. War Traveler I also would like to put on my character, and I guess, like, from what I see here, nothing else. Later on, give my mercenary a better armor, better weapon, and I don't know, jewelry, mayhaps. I have Arachnian Smash, which is going to be used also later on, like when I get to that particular level, so things that I'm lacking are still there, such as I need to have a Shaco, which I don't have. I need to have Enigma, which I don't have, but no matter how much I try, doesn't seem like those things are dropping, and I'm doing like Mephisto runs quite excessively. Still, this guy is an asshole, doesn't drop me Shaco. Drops every version of Shaco, from white to yellow. But where is the unique? Unique is still not there. Still farming, still trying. What else? If you have missed this part of the stream or the previous parts, Twitch video on demand is there for you. check out our social medias, our Patreon, if you want to get extra content 1 week earlier, or if you want to support this channel. Additionally, you can check our YouTube channel, where most of our videos are being uploaded to, and see for yourself what sort of content do we make. Additionally, ask questions if you'd like some extra questions to be responded. You can ask them either on our social media or on our YouTube channel under the video comment sections. Ask and we will answer. But when it comes to today's stream, thank you for watching, thank you for being here today, and have a great weekend. Until we're going to meet again, which is going to happen next week, or hop in tomorrow and the day after tomorrow on my brother's stream, who is leveling his Necromancer as well, but his Necromancer is a bone